they continue to lead in terms of efficacy. So Zepbound has the better efficacy proven in a head-to-head trial versus Wegovy. And they now have this drug called retatrutide or retatrutide, as I like to call it, which is a triple mechanisms of action, and that is got blowout efficacy. Particularly, obviously, they tried it in people with very high level of obesity, where you can lose 30% of your body weight and not be seriously suffering. So, again, they have this mechanism of action that this triple product that seems to be doing very well. A whole bunch of other companies have reported, and they still lead in the oral space. AstraZeneca's had some good data, and that looks good. That looks competitive, and they're moving to phase 3. They have other plans for that space. So Lilly still really is in the lead here in terms of efficacy, particularly.
How much do consumers, patients, care about efficacy? I mean, all of these drug makers have treatments that are effective, but are they making the distinction between 27% versus 30%?
It's a very good question, Scarlett. The interesting thing here is that you are coming, and I'm sure you have, across more and more people who talk about microdosing, right? So they lose the desired amount of weight that they want, and then they just want to keep it at bay. So they go into a lower dose that I don't even know how they calculate that. Their physician maybe helps them calculate it. It gets rid of some of the side effect profiles. So really, these big numbers, and and I've said this before, and although the answer to your question was Lilly leads on efficacy, but when you think about it, does it matter for me if I'm, I don't know, 95 kilos and I lose 10 kilos over the space of 6 months, whether that was 12 or 8? I'm still losing quite a lot of weight and getting into shape, and then allowing me to do everything else that I need to do. So I agree with you. It's not as important, and the market's telling us that, except Zepbound is the best drug out there.
So Sam was quoting weight in kilos like we know what a kilo is, but at least he didn't go stone on us. Like I lost a stone.
Multiply by 2.2 to get to pounds. Or
there
whatever,
you go.
like
Sam, Eli Lilly in 2022 had $28 billion of revenue. You guys out there on Wall Street are projecting $85 billion this year. Where did that $60 billion of revenue come from?
It's majority of it is obesity.
Wow.
So, this has been a great company for a long time, because how do we measure pharma companies? Their growth profile, their earnings profile, their margin evolution, but also their pipeline, right? And so they've hit the jackpot today. And I'll tell you what, Paul, they're out there deal after deal. We talked about it last week, I think, the Amazonification of being a pharma company. Do everything, right? They go after infectious diseases, everything they can get their hands on, and just to, feather that nest. So, and we've had another deal in the sector, right?
Yes. Yeah. I wonder to what extent Eli Lilly going out there and doing this from a position of strength means that they're setting new benchmarks and overpaying and forcing everyone else to overpay. Yeah. Maybe they're not overpaying, but I defer to you on that.
But they certainly have bigger firepower, right? I mean, my checkbook's bigger than your checkbook is the kind of situation I think they're in. But I think they're very disciplined. I think you sometimes look at things, you go, wow, that's a big number for a deal of this size at this stage of development. But then what do you find after 6 months, 9 months, 12 months? Of course, drugs fail. There's issues that happen. But we just had been looking at one called Colonia that they've done. And the data is looking really good. It's a totally novel way of treating cancers using what we call in vivo CAR T. Let's not go into the detail, but totally novel way. And at the time they did the deal, scratching head a little bit, they must know something. And of course, as the data's come out, yes, they did know something. Some of that data is looking better. So, I think pharma companies have to think strategically too. It's not just about a multiple today or an NPV analysis. Does this really give me a great portfolio to go and make a difference in this disease and be heard by physicians?